Let's talk transmissions. So as many of you know, I have the Recession Mouse Motor, the 305 I'm putting together for my 1987 Chevrolet Astro. Well, one of the benefits to going small block Chevrolet in an Astro or an S10 is many of them, if they were 4.3 equipped, have the correct 700 R4 overdrive automatic transmission that you need to go behind the V8. And those transmissions can be built to handle quite a bit, which mine won't really need a lot. But it having 254,000 miles on it, while I'm putting the engine in, the transmission's coming out, I'm sending it with my guy to have it completely gone through, and I figured a few people might be curious as to what I'm stuffing it with. So basically it's just your basic kind of rebuild kit, but I do have Alto Red Eagle clutches, heavy duty band. I have what they call a Corvette style servo. Now the only difference between the Vet servo and a standard servo is, well, a lot of your late model Vet servos are aluminum anyway, but you notice there's no passage hole anywhere in this. They're solid. Whereas on a standard servo in a 700, you'll have a little passage hole in it that just, to me, it just makes them shift bad. This part alone cures a lot of your overlap issues or flare up, like the time between shifts, whether it's raising the RPM between gears or if it's just shifting slow. This will cure most of it. And then of course the obligatory, extremely harsh, absolutely awful for drivability B&M shift kit. I love these. A lot of people like the Transgos. I like the Transgos too. But I like the B&Ms because they have the harshest second gear engagement if you use the Stage 2 Street and Strip. The RV Heavy Duty is okay. You can drive that. The Street Strip, especially if you have a tight converter driving around town, these things scratch second hard. That's the only reason I want, because I'm very immature and childish. So I have that, but nothing is complete without a converter. Even though I have a fairly mild camshaft, I have this B&M whole shot converter, and the cool thing about this is it still has lockup like a factory converter, so my economy will not be reduced on the interstate, but it is an advertised 2,000 RPM stall rating, which I think we're going to be really close to 2,000 RPM on the stall speed on this, especially flash stall, since it's, you know, kind of a heavy vehicle, probably 3,400 pounds. We're going to do a video weighing it here pretty soon. Not only the weight, but it still has a 321 gear in it, so I think we should get about 2,000 RPM of flash stall speed out of it. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to transmissions, they go overboard. You know, everyone thinks you got to put hardened drums and hardened input shafts and everything, and you would be correct if you were building, you know, anything the north side of 375 horsepower, especially if you're going to use slicks. But our little engine here is going to probably make 270 horsepower, maybe 320 foot-pounds of torque in a vehicle with street tires, a fairly small tire. It has 215 60-15s on it, I believe. So this should be plenty to make that 700 live. And one thing not out here right now, I'm going to put a larger transmission cooler out, which you should always do with a converter. But nothing all that exotic, you know, just about anything anyone can acquire. But that's really about it for the transmission. And when I send it with the guy, I'm gonna maybe do an interview with him, and we'll do some talking about transmissions and automatic transmissions. I can build some of them. I've done Turbo 350, and you know, I can do like a torque flight, but 700s I really don't like doing. I have a guy that he does me such a good deal to build them that I just let him have the headache. But till next time, y'all take it easy.